So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another album review of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today we're going to talk about the band Hands of Goro. And for those of you that don't know Hands of Goro, they're a new group that they have members from different bands. You have Tom Draper on guitars, backing vocals, and synth, Avinash Miltur on drums and backing vocals, and Adrian Maestas on bass, lead vocals, and Sims. So yeah, it's a trio and they reside in San Francisco, California. And they're a band that is bringing that new wave of British heavy metal sound with some thrash elements, and classic rock to form the sound that is Hands of Goro. And if you're thinking, Goro, I've heard that name, then my friend, you have played Mortal Kombat, because Goro was that creature with all the hands in Mortal Kombat that usually ripped out all your arms, and if you were fighting him, you were pretty much screwed. So yeah, this is a band that it's very tongue-in-cheek in some ways, and it's very fun. This is a record that is 8 tracks, and it flows very good. It's an album that doesn't take itself too seriously. And something that I really love about this album is the riffing. Like almost every song has this riff that is infectious, and they also have some good vocals that go with the riffing. Another thing that I like about the band is they have that galloping style, like very Iron Maiden, especially the Steve Harris type of bass. And all of the songs have that like galloping, so you like can like almost dance to it a little bit. So the 8 tracks, this is an album that is, there's no like fuss, there's no like huge there's no prog to it. It's just in your face heavy metal. There's a lot of like classic rock, especially on the singing. To me, almost all of the songs sound like those classic rock bands from the 70s or 80 metal bands, like you can understand what they're singing, and they're very anthemic sounding. They sound like the type of songs that could have been played on the radio in those eras. So yeah, Hands of Goro is they're paying homage to all the heavy metal that they love, but they also give it like a modern twist to it. So the album starts with Prince of Shokan, and that one just starts like very fast right out of the way. Something that I need to say about this record is that it's 8 songs, all fast. There's no ballads here. There's no like slow song. Everything is fast and in your face. They have 3 singles that they released. The first one was Uncanny, and Uncanny is so good because it has that like that dueling guitar with the bass and the da-na-na-na-na, that it sounds like it's good to the ears because you get reminded of all those bands that you love. You get reminded of Iron Maidens, Judas Priest, but also in the way they sing, like you get reminded of those classic like rock bands, like the Foreigners, the REO Speedwagon, but when they were more harder, not the soft shit. Demonizer is a great single because that one has more thrash elements to it, and the guitar playing on that one is like super fast, very fast drumming, and it's a short track. Most of the tracks here are under 3 minutes. There's a few longer tracks on the record, but I think Hands of Goro, when they have those short to the point tracks, it's very good because you have no room to breathe. You just like enjoy the rhythm and the guitars and everything that the band is bringing. You have a song like 21st Century Plague that obviously talks about the pandemic that happened, but it does it in a way that is not that serious, but also not making fun of it. So that one to me really sounded like very like Iron Maiden worship in some of that track. To me, the song that is the fastest and most thrash metal type of song on this record is You Have No Face. Even in the vocal delivery, it's more aggressive. It's got like those early like thrash metal from the Bay Area, you know, your Testament, your Slayer, your early Metallica type of feel, but always with a classic rock tinge to it. So this last song, Archduke of Fear, is the longest track of almost like 6.5 minutes, and this is a track that packs everything that Hands of Goro do so well. You know, there's the riffing, the galloping, the fun, everything in 6.5 minutes. The great singing that is very classic rock oriented. And the lyrics on this record, you know, I think they're not meant to be taken that seriously. They're really just, it's a fun album. I haven't had this much fun in an album in a while. And I'm ready for everyone in here subscribe to just enjoy and let the Hands of Goro reach out to you and make you a fucking fan, because you know it's a great record. And I think the highlights for me on this record definitely are the guitar riffing. I like it that they have that tone that sounds like old school new wave of British heavy metal. So they said in an interview that I had with the band that they're the third wave of like this type of metal. And we go more into what this record is all about and what the band is all about. So yeah, if you like fun records that you don't have to like super analyze them and like, oh my God, what do these lyrics mean? It's so existentially profound. Then this is the record for you, because sometimes you just need to put out this classic heavy metal record where you just can like forget about the world for 40 minutes and just let Goro take you on this journey of fun. So yeah, to me, Hands of Goro, it's just a solid record that you should not sleep on. So tell me, what are your favorite tracks from Hands of Goro? I would like to know, so give me a like, subscribe, and thank you for watching another video of the Shield Dude on a Couch. Thank you and goodbye.